Welcome to Storm, a comedy game design podcast by two guys who are sitting in a lounge and drinking whiskey. My name's Trevor Scott, and with me as always is Ben Slinger in his lounge.
Yeah. Well, let's
click at the pitch.
Let's click at the pitch and pitch at a click. So we're going to play a game where we each have a random word generator in front of us.
Funny about that.
And on the count of 3, 2, 1, click, we're going to get a random word.
Yeah.
I'm going to kind of, voice them to the world and see what sort of game we can make.
3, 2, 1, click.
Yeah, let's get into it.
Consumption.
Firefighter. We're seeing
there's something
fire consuming.
Yeah, but there's also the medical thing of consumption.
What is that? Isn't it like tuberculosis?
TB,
yeah. Okay. I mean, that could just give us that it's a period piece. Firefighter.
Old school firefighters.
Old school firefighters before you've got, even in the internal combustion engines and pumps and things.
Yeah, so you're sort of dealing with buckets of water and hand pumps from the lake and that sort of stuff. That's okay. That's kind of cool. Like,
would you do this as a bit of a system-based survival kind of, almost a survival game? Not in the sense of like, oh, I'm getting hungry, but just that sort of running around in first person, having to set up your hose into the lake, connect to a pump,
and you're having to.
And so you can hire someone else. You're hand pumping water into a bucket, going over and trying to put the fire out on someone's log cabin or whatever. And then maybe as you go on, you get like people who can help you, so that now you're just the one running buckets back and forth, and someone else is pumping the water, like pumping and filling buckets. Or
I like the idea of you get your hose lower than like there's sort of like a dam, so you can actually get that whole physics thing of the pressure being lower, and therefore because the container is lower.
Well, I mean, you could get to the point. It's like you build sort of water tower sort of things, so that you can get pressurized water when you need it, and sort of building up. It'd be interesting. I mean, I don't know enough about the history of firefighting to know all the techniques they would have used, but it could be an interesting exploration of that in gameplay. I'm
thinking it's like a small town sort of thing.
Like a frontier town sort of thing.
Frontier town, but with something of like not just Wild West.
No.
But more like
it's just like
Forest Edge.
There's an industry there, whether they're actually like lumber or
logging is kind of cool.
Yeah.
I can just now imagine, you can't do much about the any bushfires that happen to come through and all this sort of stuff.
Oh, yeah.
I know that we said frontier, but I like the idea of it being Australian outback.
Yeah.
So you know that when it's dry, there's going to be some fucking bushfires.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's always an issue, exploring that aspect of it.
And it's all about then prevention. Like, you've got to do some clearing. You've got to...
Well, that's it. Then it's like, cutting fire breaks and clearing fuel and that sort of thing, for sure.
And just knowing that once it starts, it's like, hopefully you've done everything in your power because there's not much you can do.
Well, yeah, I mean, that's actually a really interesting part of it is, without plumbing and pressure and the way that we have things now, like if you haven't prepared well enough, the fire very well, even a smaller fire can just get
out of control
to the point where, you have no way of bringing that back. You just have to let it burn out, and you can then limit it potentially. Like maybe then it, like that's an interesting mechanic and a tension there actually is like, we can't save this house, but like we might actually need to, damage the house next to it preemptively to stop it from traveling
Or at least wet it down enough so it's like, okay, we can't save this house. So it was like wet wood isn't going to set on fire. So
yeah,
all we need to do is smother it, enough. I love the idea
sandbags
of
and things maybe.
like, because all lights are candles and that sort of stuff. Like someone knocks over a candle.
Oh yeah, well that's it.
Fire sort of thing. Like, there is something about like gas and candle and those sort of older technologies for
like
light.
oil lamps and stuff. Spill that and it's going to burn
Just
for a
doesn't
while.
stop.
Yeah, yeah, that's cool. And then do you think you just take it seriously like that? You do a sort of serious exploration of an Australian, essentially frontier town, or is there a twist we add to it? Do we add
Aliens?
Or like some sort of supernatural element, or like something in there that then comes from this mundane base?
It's where I would like to see something of a.
Is there a bunyip on the loose?
I kind of like the idea of some sort of Aboriginal, Indigenous, sort of Dreamtime, sort of superstition or story that comes into play.
Yeah, that's definitely a good opportunity to bring in some more, Indigenous kind of cultural things. Obviously, with you'd need to be working with someone.
You bring in someone from the
Indigenous
First
people.
Nations,
and
they can sort of go, oh yeah, we've got like a fire spirit, or story about a fire sort of thing. And it's like that's what this is.
Yeah, if you could find something that fit in nicely like that,
all about. Like I remember growing up, being told a lot of the stories and just being so engrossed in like.
Yeah, it's funny. I don't know if, because I remember definitely at our primary school having a lot of sort of Dreamtime books and even like learning certain types of the spirits and stuff that I assume these books were accurate enough that they were particular commonly sort of considered spirits and stuff that would like in the gum trees and the whatever else. And I don't know if I assume they must still talk about that sort of stuff in primary school. I don't think my kids have ever talked to me much about it, so I don't know.
Anyway, that was really cool. 3, 2, 1, click.
3, 2, 1, click. Circle.
Answer.
Okay. A test. Taking multiple choice tests.
Yeah. Yeah, that's fun.
Or like on a medical exam sort of thing, or an intake form, you're often circling answers in that sort of situation. So yeah, something like in a doctor's office or something, or a hospital, having to like circle the right things.
I don't know why my mind has just gone to this. It's in a doctor's office, but the whole game is just word searches, and it's like where you do little searches.
Well, okay.
In a magazine.
Like, but hang on. I mean, that's a funny framing for something like that. You could just do word games. But now you've got me thinking of a Blueprints-esque puzzles hidden everywhere kind of thing where, it starts out and you're solving puzzles in like the magazines, that are left in the doctor's office, and then you see like the poster on the wall and you're like, wait a sec, that's that type of puzzle. Like,
wait a sec. Like I couldn't find this word in the puzzle, but there it is right there, and you circle it, and it's like
circling things.
Is circling words in real life.
Yeah. I like that.
Okay, fuck yeah. Let's. This is it. This is the game. Let's dive deep on this.
Yeah,
because that's
cool.
This is fun.
Particularly having it in a relatively enclosed space like that. But there's lots of things around that have words on them that may or may not. You don't necessarily know until you know. Oh shit! That's part of the puzzle.
So you solve the first word search, and obviously you can't find the word anywhere. And it's like after a little bit, of you looking there, it's like, God, I think this is a misprint. Like, this last word isn't here.
Yeah.
And then you've got to show it somehow, like through.
Yeah, I guess, do you do it that directly, or do you have some in there that are just, that seem normal? Maybe they kind of give you clues based on what words are in there. Yeah.
I like the idea that maybe one of the words you find somewhere else on the page, so it's outside of the page. Because I remember playing The Witness and having that you go right up to the top and like, hang on, the stream looks like one of those puzzles. And you do it, and all of a sudden it's like, and it actually works in the real world, and you're just like, holy fuck.
That's definitely, I think, the type of moment that I would want a game like this to have, where, you're sort of realizing, oh, this works like outside the box in that sense.
Yeah, and it's kind of like, oh, here. And you can just select the first and you can draw the line
then maybe
it.
when you're having to find words, you have to like line things up. Like, so they're not just out there by them, like the whole word out there.
Yeah.
It's about, flipping a calendar down so that now instead of, February, it says March, but then that's the end of, fucking...
some other word, like some other sentence or something like that you find.
But I can't think of a word that's got MAR in it, but you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then you circle it. And then something happens. Whatever, I think
you hold a contract up next to something else, and it's like it now all makes sense. And
yeah,
there's certainly a lot of things that you can do here. I like the idea that when you're first doing it, it's like you select the word and it automatically crosses out. It's like, oh, this is kind of cool. Like,
oh, like it crosses out that you found it. Yep,
and it says itself like you I didn't cross that out. Like that's actually kind of cool. Like this is just one of those fancy books
is this,
that automatically
ink or something.
And you do it again. And it's like, oh, found this. And then when you can't find that last word, and it's like, this must be a misprint. It's not here.
Yeah.
But then when you see the other word, it's
well, and maybe it's like you could have particularly for that first one, you could make it a bit more obvious that like once you get to that point and the player's been looking at it for a while, the receptionist says like, Mr. I'm trying to think of a name that's also like a common word or something, but Mr. Frank, and it's like Frankfurt or something is what you were looking for. It's like, oh, wait a second. You go up and then you can see like their like intake form or something, and you can circle his name's Frankfurt.
And of course, it doesn't matter that it's like it's got some letters on the end, because all you're trying to do is just find the words.
Yeah, exactly
in there. And then it's like, oh, I could be looking for, even though it's got a space in between these words.
Yeah,
the word twine could just be,
twin elephants.
Twin elephants. And it's like twine.
Yeah,
found it.
Yeah.
Like. So all of a sudden
that starts opening things up,
and the whole game is set in this waiting. Waiting room.
And I think as you start solving things, like things change. Then whether it is just people get called in, new person comes in, they've got a kid, the kid's got a picture book or whatever. It's like, oh shit,
or they're writing stuff on the wall, and as you put down the calendar, and that's when
it lines up.
Letters line up.
Yeah.
So now you can find other things. So is this person going, holy shit, I need to finish this word search. And when they finish it the first time, a whole heap of new words come up, and now they've got to find them. And it's like, okay, now.
Well, I like the idea actually that all of the words are on the one word search. So, like, you've done it, you've got the grid, you've done all of them, there's one word left, you find that one in the real world, now there's another 5 words on that same word search. It's like, oh, shit, I'm not done this yet. Okay, find those, another 10 appear. It's not that this is a fresh word.
None of them. I just love the idea that it's like, I don't remember seeing these words here before, but they must have been there because it looks like they're printed in the book.
What if the very last word you have to find, you have to circle the word where it shows what word you're looking for?
Turns out you could have done that the whole time. You could have done that
the whole time. Just circle, they get crossed off.
I again think that it's just you select from a letter and then you move.
Yeah, across. It's almost like selecting,
and then it will automatically circle.
It's almost like selecting and dragging. Yeah, like you're sort of the letter will light up and you drag and it will do from one to the other. The
idea that you see a poster on the wall and the first letter of this thing is like you just draw a line down as like it's made that word.
That's right. The directional thing could be really interesting too. It's not
diagonal on that same poster. Like, is another word. It's like, oh shit! Now I've got all these different places I could be looking for these words, and I love that it doesn't unlock the next. Like when it unlocks the next set of words, that's when the person leaves and the environment changes. So it's like,
that's it. I think you do it in a way that those words aren't available until they've shown up, essentially. As an option.
This to me is one of the if you got this working.
Oh yeah, it's a
fun idea, and it's got that that smaller version of the witness.
Yeah.
I'm thinking all in all, you're looking for 25 words.
Yeah, you can. Yeah, that might be enough.
So it's there were 5 in the original word search, and then there was another 7, whatever. Yeah. Then just gradually build up.
Yeah.
Maybe 7, 8, 10, something like that.
Yeah, get added on. Yeah. I think so. That would be the right sized game then for that sort of space.
I love the idea that it's a first person sort of thing. Yeah. You're walking around. You hit kind of like in the witness, you hit a button and that enters into the word search mode. And it's got
okay, yeah.
And it's your finger comes down. It's
he's pointing. Sort of just pointing. I think that could be really cool, and I think that's like a bite size kind of game that would be doable by a small team. Obviously, depending on how you did the art style, and I'm thinking just a very clean, real,
staticky,
mostly sort of realistic. A bit of baked global illumination sort of stuff.
Not low poly. You couldn't do it.
No.
Low poly. You'd have
to have some detail in there.
PBR sort of stuff.
Yeah, probably. You could do simpler textures potentially, as long as the art style was served that. You don't necessarily need to go kind of full Unreal Engine PBR look. But yeah, it'd come down to art style, I think.
And you'd want the sound working really quite nicely.
Oh yeah, because you just want that ambience of the doctor's office.
You want that ambience of the doctor's office. You still want the little bit of a drill and some
is it doctor or dentist?
Dentist or whatever.
Yeah.
I think we said dentist originally. That's what I've been sort of.
That's fine. I mean, yeah, it's probably closer to that
because you're usually waiting a long fucking time.
You're waiting a long time. It's lower stakes in a sense. Like you're not getting people who are coming.
You don't want it to hurry up because of course he's fucking elite. He's fucking an enemy of you anyway.
As all dentists are, as we know.
You're like, I'm happy to wait here. There's something about every single dentist office has a fish tank, so you've got the fish sort of swimming around, and you got that nice sound of the aquarium going. And
one of the things you have to do is put fish tank in the fish food in the fish tank, so the fish all swarm down towards it, and then they happen to be floating there in the shape of a letter that you then need to join onto another poster or whatever. I like that there's also a perspective kind of thing where you have to be like, sometimes you might need to look at things from the right angle so that from your view, like, the happy birthday, the thing that was hanging from the ceiling lines up with the letter that the fish just made to get one of the words you're trying to find or whatever. But that only works from a particular point.
Yeah. That
that
blows me away that we came up with that. Like, we both were on that same ideas very quickly.
Yeah.
I love it. I love it a lot.
That's really cool.
That it is.
All right. 3, 2, 1, click.
3, 2, 1, click.
Let's see. Temperature.
Forbid.
Ooh, the forbidden temperature. Is this like a wacky comedy game of the dad, like, not letting the thermostat go or too high or whatever?
I mean, which is very much a something that happens a lot in, like, American comedies and that sort of stuff.
I feel like that is a bit more of an American thing, but there's sort of the trope of, and I mean, I think it comes from dads not wanting to put the heat up when it's cold because they don't want to, like, pay the bill or whatever. But there could be something there around balancing the thermostat versus, in some way.
I do like the idea of there is a legitimate reason as to why the dad doesn't want to do this.
Yeah.
And I think it's,
it could almost be
the weirder that you go with it, the better. Like,
it could almost be a bit of a plate spinning game where you've got this weird family. They all have, like, desired temperatures, and you've got different rooms of the house with thermostats, and it's sort of a bit of a, oh, okay, I need to keep this, this room to 18 degrees, this room to 22.
Oh, that's right. We're going
Celsius.
sensible temperatures of Celsius, and not the fucking nightmare fuel that is Fahrenheit.
No. But then maybe you do have, like, oh, my daughter is an ice golem and she needs to be at, -2 or below. Oh no, she's getting something to drink from the kitchen. I need to quickly, shift whatever. But then there could be that monetary aspect of it being the dad. It's like, you've got a budget or something. It's like, if you come in under par for how much money you've spent on heating or cooling in that sort of level, then you get the highest score or whatever.
That is kind of cool. I do like the idea of, like, if you have a hot area and a cold area and they start mixing, then you start getting, like, some sort of cyclone sort of...
Oh, yeah, you could have those sorts of effects. Well, I mean, and you may need ways to, like, quickly cool down an area or heat up an area, and that could come from some of those dynamics. Because, like, the environment shifts, people move, a window gets opened, maybe you have to go and close it if you want to keep the temperature in there. I'm picturing it almost as a bit of a, like, overcooked kind of style thing where you've got your character running around the house, changing the value on thermostats, closing windows, closing fridges.
Yep. That's cool.
Yeah.
3, 2, 1, click.
Yeah.
Let's go one more. Let's see if we can make this one last till the end.
Barrel.
Pigeon.
Pigeon barrel.
So this is a world...
It's like shooting pigeons in a barrel.
Well, I'm thinking this is a world where instead of monkeys in a barrel, the game was pigeons in a barrel.
Right. They didn't hook into each other to make long chains in the same way.
But they can fly.
And if you squeeze
we
them...
don't have to go with that, but I do like the idea of, what... When you think barrels, what do you sort of think of?
I think of big wine barrels. I think of going over Niagara Falls.
Yep, I like.
I think of catapulting them for some reason, but I feel like that's from another game that we did once.
Yeah, probably. I kind of also think, depending on if you're talking an oil barrel, which is metal.
Oh, yes.
Versus,
I was definitely thinking...
Versus a wooden barrel, which is sort of more water and wine and that sort of stuff. Depends on whether you're thinking, oh, do we go something like industrial, where there's like industrial waste in a barrel?
Yeah. What happens to the pigeon that...
Well, I'm thinking, with industrial waste, it's been dumped somewhere and it's sort of like maybe a
secret of the ooze situation.
I mean, yeah, kind of secret of the ooze. Do you have a now set of pigeons that just fight crime?
Mutant ninja pigeons.
Whether they're teenage, maybe they're middle-aged. Middle-aged mutant ninja pigeons.
Octogenarian ninja pigeons. It's not. Well, they're not ninjas either. They do capoeira
or Tai Chi.
Oh yeah, that makes more sense if they're
octogenarians. Yeah,
Octogenarian Tai Chi pigeons. Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
3, 2, 1, click.
Yeah.
Because fuck that game. Dairy
lobby. The dairy lobby.
Well, I was actually thinking. I forgot about the idea of lobbyists because
you just thought of like the lobby of a building, or
the lobby of a hotel, or something like that. And it's all about like
milk.
Someone wants their coffee or something like that, and there's no milk, and you're having to sort of deal with the whole heap of people's complaints while you're trying to get to the fridge to get the dairy to bring it across. But there's always complaints and always something that happens.
Or in a similar kind of vein, my mind went to the lobby of a hotel. Love that because you could have, you could have the little cafe. You've got the check-in desk. You got people coming and going. But maybe you've got the elevator that needs. If you're the customer who wants the milk, and that's what sets off this whole thing. But in the process of literally just trying to get some fucking milk for your coffee, it becomes this like, oh, this person has a problem to solve, and then it's sort of this interconnecting thing of this cascade of little tasks, and you learn things about the people as you're doing them.
And it's all because that cunt asked for some fucking milk.
Well, I was thinking you are the cunt who asked for milk. But yeah, I guess you could be working at that cafe. I guess it's how do you...
I love the idea that we subverted a little bit, and it's like, no, it's the cunt who asked for the oat milk.
Yeah. I guess I was sort of thinking, how do you make those stakes of getting that person milk high enough that your character cares about it enough to go through all this bullshit? But maybe they're like a VIP of some sort. And so you're like, fuck, I've got to get this guy his fucking oat milk.
But there's just a bunch of other things that...
But then shit gets in the way.
Your boss is coming down on you because you haven't moved the bags up to Mr. Jenkins' room yet, and,
Yeah. I think you're in one of these situations where you do all sorts of different jobs in this hotel. You're just the dog's body who everyone pushes around, and almost a bit of an Untitled Goose Game sort of vibe, or a thank you for coming, or what was that? I don't know, what was that British one? Similar sort of thing where, just areas open up as you solve little tasks, and it's all to this just very mundane goal.
You go to the fridge and it's like, there's no oat milk in here, but now I've got these other things that I've got to solve.
It's like, oh, there's the oat milk. Oh, that's otter milk. Find a Sharpie to turn the otter milk into oat milk.
My God.
But yeah, those sorts of funny little things, right? Like, and then creating, and it's just for the right writer, that's just a canvas for goofy characters and different weird relationships and fun little puzzles.
I love that this person is like, there's no rush. When you get to it, like, you know, that'd be fantastic. But
you've got your
I understand you're so busy, and
you've got your little internal monologue going. Without being sarcastic, though, this is the person who's in charge of whatever the whole hotel, and they could fire me or promote me.
I love the idea that you finally do it for them, but you make such a nice coffee that they're just like, I've been watching you do all this stuff for everyone else. You're like
your management material. Or it turns out that that's not actually the person you thought it was.
Yeah, there's something about them saying, "Oh, Willy Wonka, you're now the caretaker of
the hotel is yours." I've just been looking for someone who can actually, get something done around here.
I needed to find someone who cares about the people of this hotel the same way that I do.
I actually love that as just a goofy, wacky thing. That's the ending. Yeah.
But it's like the amount of things that you're doing for everyone else. Just trying to, you still haven't forgotten about the oat milk. You're still going for it.
Well, and I love this idea of
ends of the earth for everyone else.
Yeah.
And everyone who.
Well, I love this idea of in an Untitled Goose Game kind of way. You got your to-do list, and when you start, it's literally just get the oat milk.
Mm.
But then as you discover things that are in the way of you getting that oat milk, it's like they get added above that, like to the top of the to-do list. And, you might cross one of those out and it adds two more because now there's, and it just sort of cascades and this thing is growing. And at the bottom of it is always your goal.
Yeah.
But there's sort of this hierarchy of things that are blocking it.
I love the idea that there's a delivery at the, at like the dock or something like that, and you go out there and it's like these chilled organs that have to go to like there's a surgical suite on.
There's some billionaire who in the penthouse who is so like harvesting.
I've got to get. That's now the top of my priorities because this has a time limit on it.
Yeah.
And, you could have just a general time limit of this has to get up there within 20 minutes. It's like that seems like it's going to be the hardest thing because you've been stopped everywhere else. You can get up there in 20 seconds.
Yeah.
There's no time limit on it really. Like if you just go straight there, you don't get stopped along the way.
Yeah.
But it's like it felt like there was.
It's almost an achievement to not get there in the 20 minutes
because it's real time 20 minutes.
Yeah.
And nothing else will actually. Anytime that you got to do anything
in fact,
else,
if it's been 10 minutes, then people start coming to try and take it up there for you, and you actually have to actively avoid them.
It's the only failure state of the game. The person goes, "You didn't get the organs upstairs in time. You're not the right person to take over this hotel. Goodbye."
to the furnace. Isn't that where one of the down the chocolate river with you?
For some reason, I've got this idea of different people wanting different things, and there's some guy who lives at the hotel who just wants you to help clean up the murder scene in his apartment.
Oh God!
And I was like, again, Mister, again.
Well, but
where'd these red drops come from again? They seem to be coming all the time. It's like, I don't know. He's there with a blood dripping off a knife and all this sort of stuff.
Yeah, I like that. But then he gives you the knife, which you then need for another task.
Yes,
that you had already got. It's like, oh shit, yeah. I think that it's this cascading thing of always getting something from a job that you then need to finish another job, but that opens up two more jobs. Until it finally and then the satisfaction of whittling down that list and no more are being added or less are being added.
Mm-hmm. And
you're
then,
like, oh, I'm getting close. Then
you get to the penthouse and they've done the surgery and you open up. They say, "Oh, feel free to take whatever you want out of the fridge," and you open up and there's the oat milk. And it's like,
yeah, or something like that. Yeah.
oh, great. And you look, it's out of date. And it's like, shit.
There's the Sharpie again.
Did I say milk? I wanted otter milk. I'm like, fuck.
I wanted goat milk. By which I just meant the greatest of all time. Cow milk's fine.
Okay.
All right, well, I think we'll leave it there tonight. So thank you for joining us this week on Bitstorm. If you want to find our previous episodes, go to bitstormcast.com, check them out, and check out bitstorm.games as well.
Yeah. If you like the song that we play at the start and end of each episode, that song is called Mount Defiance, and it's on the album Containment Failure, which you can find at kuradust.bandcamp.com for free.
Yeah.
Yeah. So check it out. Mount Defiance is a really cool song.
It's a great song.
One of my favourites on that album. One of the, what is it, 12 best songs on the album?
11, I think.
11.
Yeah. I don't think we even put a secret track on there. Missed opportunity.
Should have put Overkill on there, like we talked about a couple of weeks ago.
Should have. All right. Well, so, yeah, that's right. Thank you again for joining us this week on Bitstorm. I'm Ben Slinger. I'm Trevor Scott. And
I wanted oat milk, not otter milk.
No, it's the other milk.